Hello guys. Alright, so today we just watched Borat 2 or Borat Subsequent Movie Film or Borat Subsequent Movie Film Deliver a Prodigious Bribe to American Regime for Make Benefit Once Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. Original title.
I mean, it's all in the title.
It's all there. I mean, it speaks for itself.
It really speaks for itself.
I don't know what else we could add to that.
But that being said, it does follow Sacha Baron Cohen's beloved and famous character Borat in a sequel as he explores, we'll call it Trump's America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we see Borat return. He dons the hood of Borat again. Or dons the suit,
and dons the hood, too.
And dons a literal hood at one point. A literal Ku Klux Klan hood.
Yeah, I think this time he definitely was trying to make more of a political statement. And I think in the ways that he's able to do that is, from a production standpoint, it's amazing. I'm thinking of course, the Rudy Giuliani scenes everybody's talking about, but also, I mean, even the Mike Pence sequence. Yeah, they expose parts of America that a lot of us, that either have never really interacted with, don't really know exist, or we try to forget that they exist altogether. And I think that's, I think he does that more in the first movie, and I was missing, while he does do that in the second movie, I think he did it with a stronger effect in the first movie. And I think, for me, that's kind of the overall feeling of the sequel. The
first time we saw Borat 1, yes. It was, we were amazed how they were able to do stuff they did. I think just as much now, it's still amazing. Even more so, even.
Yeah, even more so.
Now he's known. Yeah. Now people know who he is, and he can't really just pull the same stuff. Yeah. Which kind of leads us to an issue of this movie, which is that because he's so well known, he couldn't really immerse himself like he did in the first one. You can't really just talk to the average person on the street because they all know who he is now. Yeah. And they address that in the very beginning, they have him try to walk around, everybody's just confronting him, making the Borat voice and stuff. Yeah, so they talk about that, and so, consequently, they bring in his daughter character. Yeah. And she becomes a big part of the movie, which, she does a really good job, I think. Yeah. I think they're, we miss out on some of the Borat character that we had in the first one. Yeah. But they try to make amends with having her character, who's interesting in her own ways, but I think it does lose a bit of that original Borat charm, where we felt like it was just, him and a small camera crew just going to random places doing whatever. Borat 2 just seems to fit perfectly into this kind of current political environment. Yeah. And he looks at stuff that we've heard a lot about, QAnon and the conspiracy theories, and he looks at Trump's America, you were saying, essentially. Yeah. And then of course the biggest, the cherry on top is the scene with Rudy. And of course, the cherry on top is the scene with Rudy Giuliani. And so, all in all, I think I'm going to have to give this I forget our system. I'm going to have to give it a sneak in, I think. I liked both Borats. The issue for me, though, is it makes me really uncomfortable. It's so hard for me to watch some of those scenes. I think it is very funny still. I think they're both very funny. But this one's a little less so than the original, in my opinion. Yeah. Although there's still some amazing situations. Yeah. But it's not exactly my style of humor also. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't mind being uncomfortable, so I did enjoy this a little bit more. I think while he does hit some very high highs in the second one, I'd probably say in 2 or maybe 3 scenes across the movie, I will say it's definitely weaker than the first one, and I think it maybe it was a little too long. There's a lot of lulls in there, more or less, plot wise and comedically. It's good, but not quite as great, and that's tough. That's tough to clear up. But here, with the addition of his daughter, that character, he is able to get opportunities that he was not able to get in the first movie, and for that one sequence alone, I think I'd give it a discount day. Just partially just from an achievement in production.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah. With the first Borat, he captured lightning in a bottle. We never seen anything like that before. I mean, it was amazing in so many ways. I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the thing is with the first Borat, nobody knew who he was. Yeah. The character hadn't been invented yet, really. Yeah. And so he got to do all this crazy stuff without anyone being any the wiser. Yeah. But now everybody knows who Borat is. Even if you were like us who hadn't seen it until recently, we knew the voice, we knew the personality more or less. Yeah. And so you just can't get away with that this time. And so he had to, kind of change up his character, or he had to add in the daughter character, which just made it, it just makes it so they can't really return to the original Borat. There's really no way to do it again because it's now been done, something that probably can only really be done once, and now it's kind of out of the bag, you know?
Yeah, the biggest problem Borat 2 had was the fact that, like, Borat 1 exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And
it's fighting an uphill battle, really.
Yeah, but he tried.
Yeah, did a good job.
Yeah, and he did a good job.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram.
And, let's talk in the comments below. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right, thank you.